Live from WSLS, this is 10 News at 6, working for you.
New details about what led up to the abduction of a local 2-year-old. What investigators say one of the suspects did just weeks before sparking an Amber Alert.
And in a story you'll only see here on 10 News, community conversations with one goal in mind: how that talk could help people heal and stop the violence in the Star City. Good evening and thanks for joining us for 10 News at 6. I'm Lindsay Ward.
I'm John Carlin. Tonight, investigators say that this woman right here, accused of kidnapping 2-year-old Noah Trout in Giles County, plotted his abduction for weeks. 10 News reporter Annie Schroeder joins us live tonight. She's in our newsroom. Annie, what have you been able to find out?
Well, John and Lindsay, the sheriff's office says there was no connection between Noah Trout and Nancy Fridley. They say Noah's family was targeted randomly when he was taken from his church on Sunday. Now, authorities say that Fridley had visited the church before and others in the area. They said she went to churches even outside of Southwest Virginia trying to do the same thing. Bobby Lee Taylor is also charged in his abduction. We spoke with his brother shortly after the arrests.
We have no idea what her connection is. She's been going to Giles, Harrisonburg, Floyd.
The main reason, again, for putting this out today is we want people to come forward. We want to have the strongest case we could possibly have to make sure this doesn't happen again to anyone.
Now, police are asking anyone who may have seen this charcoal-colored 2007 Chevy Trailblazer out in their community to contact local law enforcement. Now, Fridley is expected to be transferred to a jail in Giles County before she and Taylor appear in court this June. They're both being currently held at the Allegheny Regional Jail without bond. Live in the newsroom tonight, Annie Schroeder, 10 News, working for you.
New at 6 tonight, a team of volunteers working to combat violence in the Star City say there isn't just one solution. That's why they've put together a diverse group of people to fight against it. 10 News reporter McKinley Struther joins us outside the police station with how they plan to get this work done. McKinley?
Yeah, John, it's a hodgepodge team of people working together for one solution.
There's no one answer that's correct for every situation.
And they all have different approaches to finding solution. Lloyd Merchant leads this team.
Our goal is to provide them useful information that they can use in order for comfort, counseling, any kind of services that may assist them dealing with this traumatic experience.
Jermaine Johnson knows the effects of trauma all too well, growing up in areas experiencing violence.
A lot of the parents that was in the neighborhood was also your parent. And they held each other accountable for the action of each child in the community. I think that's what we're missing.
Decca Knight knows how to manage the trauma.
A lot of times behavior is looked at through a lens that it's always intentional, that I'm always doing these things to cause harm to somebody else, and that's not true. It really has a lot to do with your upbringing, where you have been, what you have experienced.
So they're meeting people where they are. Reset, rapid engagement of support in the event of trauma. The goal is to listen and hopefully reset the thoughts and actions that lead to violence.
I feel like individually it's tough, but collectively I think we stand a better chance.
If you want to be part of that collective, head to our website, WSLS.com, where I have much more information for you, and hear more of my conversation with these community activists when the news continues tonight at 11. Reporting live outside of the Roanoke City Police Department, I'm McKinley Struther, 10 News, working for you.
The former Virginia Tech football player charged with domestic assault says that he has reached a plea deal. In a statement, Devon Hunter called it the most challenging decision of his life. As we've reported, he was accused of strangling or assaulting family or someone in his home. The former defensive back says he does not condone domestic violence and he wanted to fight the charges. He says he took this deal so he could continue his college education.
We're continuing to follow the damage from yesterday's storm, where scenes like this one in Botetourt County left many of you with a big mess to clean up. In Amherst County, crews were also assessing the damage, and as we've reported, a man died in that area. The sheriff's office says 34-year-old Christopher Moore of Russburg was a lawn care worker. They say he was loading a lawnmower into a trailer as the tree fell, crushing him underneath it.
It was just a freak accident. Nothing he could have done to change it. Nothing anyone could have done to change it. I mean, the storm hit, and that tree was going to come down no matter what.
Meanwhile, thousands remain in the dark tonight. Appalachian Power says some of you could have power fully restored by tomorrow night, others by Friday morning. Turning to today's weather, there were some showers out there earlier, but that's since calmed down for us. Chief Meteorologist Jeff Hanowich is here with more details. Jeff?
Yeah, the showers that we did have earlier, for the most part, are now just a distant memory. We have maybe a couple little sprinkles or showers from Henry County out east into Halifax County, but without question, the worst of the weather near Richmond and points south into areas, say, near Charlotte and North Carolina. We are looking at a fairly quiet night ahead. We're looking at skies continuing to clear out, and it looks like as we head into the day tomorrow, we're going to enjoy a dry day. Temperatures start out upper 40s, lower 50s, highs in the afternoon, upper 60s. In the morning, we're mostly sunny, turning partly sunny as we head into the afternoon. So more sunshine early tomorrow, a little more cloud cover later on. What we're tracking here, the possibility of some rain as we head into Friday. Doesn't look like it's going to be anything hugely widespread, nor does it look like it's going to be anything that heavy, but we are going to have scattered showers around for about the first 2/3 of the day on Friday. And we're also keeping an eye on the weekend. Right now, one day looks wet, another day could be dry. We'll give you the details on your weekend forecast in a bit. Lindsay.
All right, thank you, Jeff. And we've got all that expertise from Jeff and his team in one convenient location. Download the WSLS 10 News and weather apps straight to your phone.
More than $250 million. That's the Commonwealth's price tag for passenger rail expansion. And it means that Amtrak will be rolling into Christiansburg come 2025. 10 News reporter Shane Dwyer, he's live tonight at the New River Valley Mall. And Shane, this will impact more than just that area.
Yeah, John, people in Roanoke and Bedford will be excited to hear this news as well. Today, the governor was here at the New River Valley Mall in the area behind me to make this big announcement. Now, this has been a push for a long time. The effort to bring rail here, passenger rail, to the New River Valley ramped up very quickly in the last few years thanks to the local NRV passenger rail group. The new service brings 2 round trips out of Christiansburg. This will add another round trip to Roanoke, which only has 1 right now. They also want to do a study for a stop in Bedford. Governor Northam says passenger rail is critical to our area.
This will add about $2 billion a year to our economy in Virginia by just bringing folks and goods out to this part of the Commonwealth.
The governor also signed bills officially approving the local New River Valley Passenger Rail Authority. Now, the state will purchase tracks from Norfolk Southern. They will help pay for a station here in Christiansburg, and they will also make some improvements so that passenger trains can bypass the rail yard there in Roanoke. Live in Christiansburg, Shane Dwyer, 10 News, working for you.
Meanwhile, Virginia's First Lady also made a stop in our area today. She toured schools in Southside and Central Virginia, talking with teachers about the struggles they face this year. For this Appreciation Week, she wants educators to know they are valued.
I know it hasn't been easy, and looking virtually online at your students is not the same as having them in the classroom. I can imagine that it's been quite the challenge for them, but they kept the energy up, they kept the positivity going, and we're just so pleased that they kept them learning during this difficult time.
Earlier this year, lawmakers included a 5% raise for teachers in the Commonwealth's budget. Getting the vaccine to those who need it most.
I feel like a prisoner anymore.
Today's clinic specifically designed to reach new communities. Removing barriers to get the COVID-19 vaccine.
Today, the health department held a clinic specifically for people with disabilities. The setting was much more accessible. Some were vaccinated actually from the car. The clinic offered sign language interpreters, readers, scribers, and transportation assistants.
I've been basically holed up for over a year now. And to be able to go outside and enjoy the sunshine, enjoy people, enjoy walking, what little bit I can do is great.
This is the only clinic planned for people with disabilities, but Blue Ridge Independent Living Center will help anyone who needs accommodations.
And new at 6 tonight, Virginia Tech plans to have a fully in-person fall semester. The summer will be used as a transition to more in-person learning. The school survey shows 38% of students and staff have received at least 1 dose of the vaccine. University President Tim Sands says that herd immunity will be necessary for full capacity.
A Roanoke native will soon have a home to call his own. The generous community sponsors it took to make it all happen.
Now this is what I'm talking about. Yes, the return of sunshine for some of us here this afternoon after some clouds and even a little bit of rain earlier. We'll let you know when temperatures are going to cool off and when these winds will slacken off a little bit coming up in your forecast.
Well, there you have it. This moment last Friday officially kicked off this year's Home for Good project to build a house in partnership with Habitat for Humanity in the Roanoke Valley.
But as 10 News anchor Brittany McGraw explains, this project wouldn't be possible without generous community sponsors.
The team with Ideal Cabinets knows the ins and outs of how to make a house a home.
We enjoy making people happy with a beautiful home and a beautiful new kitchen or bathroom, whatever the case may be.
They've been serving the area's cabinetry and interior design needs for 50 years. And they understand the value of home ownership and Habitat for Humanity's mission to help more people achieve it.
Part of the culture at Ideal Cabinets is we want to be a good community member. We want to give back to a community that's been so good to us.
That's why Ideal Cabinets is one of the 10 sponsors for this year's Home for Good project, helping to build a home for Roanoke native Clarence Caldwell. Sponsors provide volunteer hours and funding that are critical to the project's success.
We work right alongside our partner families to help build and renovate homes in the community. They provide funding that help provide the financial means to buy the materials and to build the homes.
Karen Mason, executive director for Habitat for Humanity in the Roanoke Valley, says it's a blessing that groups from across the area come together to help support Habitat to not only build houses, but also build community. In Roanoke, I'm Brittany McGraw, 10 News, working for you.
Of course, you can watch our home's progress by following stories on our website, WSLS.com.
Yeah, we're working to complete it by late summer.
Your local weather authority, always watching and tracking for you from the JES Weather Center.
For the most part, we are dry right now. We have one little sprinkle towards southern Halifax County, another one maybe right along the Grayson-Carroll-Wythe County line, and there might be a couple more showers that may try to work their way into parts of Giles County here over the next 10 to 20 minutes or so. But outside of that, it's nice to see the sunshine return, and the lack of storms around today was certainly a sigh of relief as well. All right, here's a look at future tracker, and skies are going to continue to clear out for us here tonight, okay? So we're going to turn partly cloudy here by around midnight, may actually turn mostly clear as we head, say, towards daybreak tomorrow. I think the first 2/3 of the day tomorrow, we're going to see our fair share of sunshine, but we're going to cloud up as we head after about 2, 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Now, even when we cloud up tomorrow afternoon, we're still going to be dry. We're just going to have additional clouds around. As we head into tomorrow night, we're looking at skies partly to mostly cloudy, and late tomorrow night may have a few showers around. Spotty showers will be around as we head out the door to school or work Friday, 7 a.m. A better chance for some scattered showers may linger into, say, the mid-afternoon hours of Friday. It looks like by around 2 o'clock Friday afternoon, we're going to have some showers into our easternmost counties, but out west, we're going to certainly dry things out and perhaps even close out the day with more sunshine. So Friday is going to be drier by the afternoon in the mountains, but still holding on to a little bit of rain towards the Piedmont. So as we look at the day on Saturday, we are looking at a day on Saturday where we're going to be dry. Sunday looks to be a day where we're going to have, I think, a better chance for a couple of showers and maybe even a stray storm. So Saturday looks drier than Sunday at this point. Of course, Sunday is Mother's Day, and we need to watch Sunday closely because we're watching a couple of different scenarios. If the front is further to the north, that means only a couple of showers or thunderstorms, and we're warmer with temperatures in the 70s and 80s, which means more time outside. But if that front dips a little further to the south, more rain is likely. We're not as warm, and you're probably going to want to celebrate inside on Sunday. So we're going to have to see which of these scenarios comes to fruition here over the next couple of days. Wind speeds right now anywhere between 8 and 18 miles per hour. Breezy outside today, no doubt, with some gusts over 25 miles per hour. Here's some good news, though. The winds are going to settle down for us here as we head into tomorrow with sustained winds 4 to 8 miles per hour. Temperatures stand right now in the mountains. You're in the 50s and lower 60s. 55 in Hot Springs, but 62 in Blacksburg. Farther east, much warmer, 77 in Danville, South Boston, and Lynchburg. So it is much warmer east, much cooler to the west. Tonight, everybody's looking at lows anywhere between 39 and 48. Your 3-day zone-by-zone forecast, 60s in the NRV Thursday, 50s Friday and Saturday. Highlands dry tomorrow, may have a little bit of rain on Friday. You'll dry things out on Saturday. South side, 70 Thursday, 60s on Friday and Saturday. For the Lynchburg area, scattered showers Friday, Saturday dry, scattered showers, a couple of thunderstorms possible Sunday with a continued chance for rain on Monday, drier Tuesday, Wednesday. And for the Roanoke Valley, 60s for the next 3 days, 70s and return Sunday into Monday. Appy.
All right, Jeff, the champs were busy taking pictures today in Salem. We'll hear from the Spartans after that title, and he's back in coaching. We'll hear from an area coaching legend. It's Paige Moyer on his return. Sports is next.
Tonight on 10 News at 7, a top performer is making a stop in the Star City tomorrow. We'll share what you can expect from Grace Potter's performance.
Looking forward to having an opportunity to get back into coaching. I've still stayed in touch with basketball, running some summer camps and attending tons of games. It's never left my blood, and it's always in your blood. Look forward to getting back on the court, working with youngsters, developing skills on and off the court, and just being a part of the camaraderie that sports brings.
North Cross strikes gold, hiring the legendary area hoops coach Paige Moyer as their new coach. Moyer is the winningest coach in ODAC and Roanoke College history, 27 seasons, 428 wins with the Maroons. Former college assistant at Cincinnati and Virginia Tech, 33 years of coaching experience. Left the sidelines in 2016, but as he said, never really left. Much more from Coach Moyer and his return tomorrow on 10 Sports. We check back in today with the state champion Salem Spartans gathering today at the stadium to immortalize the group that brought home the school's 10th football state title. The Spartans fresh off that Class 4 title tilt where they took down Lake Taylor 28-20 for the win in Norfolk. Salem finishes the spring season 10-0 to take home the school's 10th football title all time and the first for head coach Don Holter.
Championships aren't about one person. This is a great city we live in. And, we're a football city, and our fans and our community, we expect to be successful. And I don't say that arrogantly, I say it humbly. We want to be the best at every single thing we do. And football is a huge part of that.
I dreamed of it since a little kid, 5 years old, just playing. And I've been playing since I was 5 years old, and it's just amazing.
Indeed it is. Meanwhile, we'll take you to William Byrd High School. The Terriers saw a huge group of 13 sign on to the next level. Baseball, softball, soccer, football, all represented. Players committed to all three levels of collegiate sports. And a reminder, all of these athletes able to commit without having the crucial junior season, obviously called off due to COVID.
Shut down all of our athletic department here. They could not lift, they couldn't run. But knowing the kids, they were still working out. Some of them were doing some different fitnesses. They were at the rec fields. They were really working hard. And you saw something special come out of that group, but then have them to make that commitment, I think it shows what kind of character they have. And, and they all want to further their academic and athletic careers. So I think that's wonderful that we have that many.
NBC Nightly News coming up next.
We'll see you back here at 7.